Welcome and thank you for tuning into Her Words, Her Truth podcast. You are now listening to Self Care Sunday, and this message or this thought has really been on my mind real heavy within the last few hours, and I just felt like I needed to share it. I've done a segment before on your peace, and I just feel like going into this new year, it's important that you maintain a peace of mind. A peace of mind means that you have clarity. You're not clouded. Your judgment's not clouded. And I just feel like, myself included, this is a time where you may need to speak on certain things. You may need to address certain situations and certain people to clear and give yourself some peace, because you can't move forward with the goals you have and the dreams you have and the work that you want to do and the growth that you want for yourself if you are holding on to things and you're burdening yourself with either things that you can't change, or if you're pouring into people who aren't pouring back into you. So it's really a reclaiming of your peace at this point, because you want to be able to live a fulfilled life, and you don't want to be burdened down and stressed out with worry and anxiety and just, always stressing and overthinking too much. So today, I just want to say, even if you don't address the person or you don't address the situation, even if you just write out your thoughts, you don't have to give it to anybody to read. And sometimes maybe you do need to give it to them to read, or you do need to get on the phone or send that text message and just let your voice be heard. Because at the end of the day, you don't deserve to suffer in silence and to know that you're in your head so much that you can't even progress yourself because you're so worried about what's going on around you and what everyone else around you is doing. You have to let some things go. And part of letting things go is you have to address them first. You can't heal if you're just sitting there and letting things fester. If you're letting things fester and no one knows about it, it's just between you and yourself. And that can boil over and it can turn into something really bad for you, health-wise, mentally, emotionally. It can destroy you. And you don't want to become that person. You want to live a happy, peaceful, fulfilled life. So today, I just want to say, whatever you've been carrying around, whatever you've been holding on to or hoping for, if it's not good for you or if it's giving you any type of negative angst, you got to let it go. However works for you to do that, you need to do that so that you can move forward and be the best version of yourself. Because holding on to things and just negative energy, it just grows inside of you. And that's not what you want for yourself. You want to be joyful. You want to be happy. You want to be successful in everything that you do. And you can't do that if you're tied down to negative emotions and to negative thinking. So really just sit and take note of what it is that you've been overthinking about, what it is that you've been holding on to for so long. What is it that takes over your thought process? If it's something that's like you're always thinking about it, if you're in a relationship and you realize that you're giving out more than you're getting, if you're in a friendship and you realize that you're always there, but when you need someone, they're not there. If you're in a career situation and you see there's no movement and you're just stagnant and you're giving 120%, but you're not being appreciated, you're not being noticed for what you do. You got to sit and figure out a way to let it go or just move on from it altogether. I'm literally, like I said, when I started my podcast, it was more of an outlet. And so when I experience things and I feel things, I just come and I share it all with you because I feel like other people may be able to relate. And I know personally, I'm at a point where I have to let things go, not because of other people, but because of myself. I need to free myself of these feelings and free myself of these thoughts because I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of things that I want to do in my life. I have a lot of options and I have a lot of, goals that I want to achieve. And I cannot do that holding on to something that's not meant for me. I can't do that holding on to people who don't appreciate me. So I know that there's certain things that I need to do, but I have to clear my mind. I'm a heavy overthinker. I overthink every little detail, and I realize I'm the only one doing that. The situations I'm thinking about, the people I'm thinking about, that's not being reciprocated. So the only one pouring out is me, but I'm not getting refilled. And because I'm not getting refilled now, I'm sad and I'm upset and I'm just a bunch of negative emotions and thoughts. And I don't want to live like that. And I know you don't want to live like that. But this is a new year, and it's time to focus on yourself. Self-care is nowhere near selfish. It's necessary. It is so necessary because at the end of the day, if everyone around you leaves, you still have to take care of you. You still have to be there for yourself. You still have to be strong and healthy and maintain balance and be at peace and have a clear mind to do so. So pour into you, pour into yourself. But part of that is you got to let go of some things. And some things are going to be harder to let go of than others. But let me tell you, once you do and once you free yourself, you are going to feel so much weight lifted off of you. And you're going to see so much ahead of you. And things are going to become clearer to you on what you want to do and how you're going to execute them and the success that you're going to achieve. Like, I'm telling you, everything is not worth your time. Every thought is not worth your energy. Just because you think it doesn't mean it's important. There's way more other things that you are set on this earth to do. But if you hold on to certain things, you will never get there. You will never find your purpose. You will never make it to that next moment. And we all have greatness ahead of us. We all do. It's just we have to find out where it is and how to get there. But if you are holding on and you're going through this inner battle with yourself, you want this relationship to work this way. You want this job to go this way. And you want this part of your life to work out this way. And you're always thinking about the what ifs and how can you, and, you're just going back and forth. You're wasting time. You're losing time. Is so precious. You're losing so much time. And most of the time we're losing time on things we can't do anything about. It's already come and gone. It's already happened. And we're just sitting here like going back and forth. For what reason? Pour that energy into something positive for you. You can be the center. You can pour into yourself and still take care of those around you. But if you have nothing to give, you can't take care of anyone, not even yourself. So literally take stock of what's going on around you, what you may be feeling, what you may be thinking on. Literally write it down. I'm a big writer. Y'all know that. Write down how you feel. Get it out. And figure out, honestly, prioritize. Is this that important that it deserves my time and attention? Does this deserve my energy? Is this draining me? If it's any of those things are draining you, you got to cut them off. Just cut them off immediately. Because if you're drained, you have nothing to give. And you can't take care of yourself. And that's not the life that you want to live. That's not where you want to be. So today, just really reflect on what's been going on in your life, what things you tend to think about the most, and really figure out, does it deserve your time and energy? Because everybody may not know the goals you have. Everybody may not know the next steps that you want to take in your life, but you do. And certain things have to be aligned with that. Certain people in your life have to be aligned with that. And if they are not aligned, they got to go because they're keeping you from where you're trying to reach your destination. Thanks again for tuning into Her Words Are Truth podcast. And definitely come back because I'm really going to be digging deep into this self-care. I feel so strongly about this that it's so imperative that we give ourselves that self-care and that self-love. So thanks for tuning into Her Words Are Truth podcast. Have a great weekend.